Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video to show you something to address a question that several of you have had regarding the connection step for our timeline assignment. You'll notice that the timeline that I currently have up is for History 1180, Modern Latin America. Um, if you're in one of my New Mexico history classes, the procedure and everything I'm going to tell you here is the same. It applies the same to your timelines as well. I just wanted to use this one today as the example. So one of the main questions is partly my fault. I left some confusion in the video tutorials that I have for how to post to the timeline and how to complete the connection step. It used to be that I would ask you to add the connection step at the end of your own entry on the timeline. So after you've written your ID step, for example, you would then post your connection step on your own post rather than on your peer's post that you're connecting to. I'd since changed that because I had a lot of students who had some really great conversational ways of responding to each other on the timeline, and that didn't happen when they were posting only to their own work. So hopefully that makes some sense. So I decided to change things so that now the assignment is as written in the instructions. You should add your connection step at the end of your peer's connection step, the one that you're connecting to. And so I'm going to show you how to do that as well, in case you also need that information. So I'm going to make my head smaller here, move myself over here. For this example, I'm going to connect to Craig Henderson's Quilombo of Palomares entry. So what you need to do first is click Admin, open this up, and then find the entry that you want to connect to. As you'll probably guess, one of the reasons that I have you submit both here and on Blackboard is because we can edit everything. Everyone can edit everything on the timeline. So just to make sure that something doesn't accidentally get changed or happen, you've preserved your work in what you've submitted on Blackboard. That's why we do that. So I'm going to go again to Craig's entry. I'm going to go to Extra Info. And here's what he has written. I'm not going to change anything at all about what he's written. Not going to do anything to it. I'm going to put my cursor at the very bottom, enter a couple of times. I'm going to write connection. You can add your name if you want to. It's not necessary because you'll submit this on Blackboard as well. It might be helpful for Craig to know who's connected to his post, so I'll write my name there. And then I will paste my connection paragraph that I've already written. I already have in a document to submit on Blackboard. Obviously, this is not a connection paragraph. This is just something that I had on file on hand, and so I just wanted to use it to show you the example. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it over here. And then I'll click Save. I'm not going to actually leave this on the timeline, so I'll delete it after we're done with this. But when you go and open the Palomares entry, and you scroll down, now you'll see below what Craig has written is my connection paragraph. All right, I won't take time on the video to delete that, but I'll do that in just a few minutes. You'll also submit this on Blackboard, so you can either get there via the learning modules or via the timeline tab here on course content. I'm going to show you the learning module way through. So we're in Unit 2. Oops, missed. We're on Unit 2, and as soon as this loads, I'm going to use this table of contents to go straight to the Unit 2 timeline submissions area. I'm going to click to launch, and then this will take me to the place where you had also submitted your ID step. This time we're doing the connection, so I'll click Connection Step. I wanted to show you this. I think most of you are getting the hang of how to submit these things to Blackboard. You can just browse your computer and upload your file if you've done a Word document. If you've done a Google Doc, like I have, it technically should work for you to use the sharing feature and share that with me as a link. So what you do is, this is currently restricted to only people added, so I just want to change it. Anyone with the link can view this. It says viewer right there. Click got it. Then you copy the link, So now the link is, I can paste that over here. I could do that just where it says write submission, put my cursor there, paste the link. If I want to be super helpful, I can highlight it, click the link icon, the hyperlink icon, move my head over out of the way. And then in this link path, you just paste it again, have it open in a new window, click insert. Now, when you click submit, I'll have a clickable link that should take me to the Google Doc. I keep saying should because specifically APS Google accounts do not allow you to share what you've done with people outside of APS. I don't know if there are other institutional accounts that way. If you have your own personal Google account that you're using, you can do things this way to submit your work to Blackboard, and I'll just click the link and it will open the Google Doc in another tab. If you have an APS account though, would you please download your work? So let me click done here. So rather than share the Google Doc as a link, like I just showed you, you'll go to File, you'll go Download, and you can do it as a Word doc or as a PDF. Honestly, you could do it as any of the document types, not a web page or an EPUB, but any of the document types should work with Blackboard. Whatever you prefer. You download that and then you upload it. So you would, once you've downloaded it, you'd go to Browse My Computer and you would find the file as you do when you just attach a file. So you would go through and do that. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that addressed all the questions I was meaning to address. If you have others, please don't hesitate to ask. And I look forward to getting into the timeline in more detail, reading your entries over the next few days.